Today we will have a video lesson on adding integers, and this is for lesson 3-1. So what is an integer? So if you think back at the beginning of the year, we talked about what integers were. And an integer is any positive or negative whole number. So for example, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Those are your counting numbers. And then you have your negatives, like -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. And those are your negative whole numbers. So those are integers. Fractions are not integers. Decimals are not integers. So when we have the same sign, like a positive plus a positive or a negative plus a negative, the rule is you add both values and you take that sign. So let's look at these examples. So 5 plus 14 equals 19. So we can, oh, I put the answer. Sorry, not the example. The example is 20 plus 20 plus 20. So we have 20 plus 20 plus 20. So 20 plus 20 plus 20 would be 60. Or let's just say we have -7 plus -5. You have a negative plus a negative, which is a bigger negative, -12. We also could do -20 plus -20 plus -20, and that too would give us -60. It's a bigger negative number. Okay, let's look at if we have different signs. Oh, I'm sorry. So we're going to investigate this. So on number 1, it says 8 plus 7. They are both positive numbers, therefore you have the same color counters. All you'd have to do is add those counters, and you would get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. So our answer is 15. And then the same with negatives. We have all the same color, therefore you can just add them up. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, -10. Red is typically the color used for representing negatives, and yellow is the color represented for using positives. Now let's look at if we have different signs. The rule is a positive plus a negative or a negative plus a positive. You subtract the two values and take the sign of the largest absolute value. Meaning here, if we were to take the absolute value of -5 and the absolute value of 16, 16 is obviously bigger, therefore the answer will be, give me a second. The answer will be positive. Whereas when we have two negative numbers and then a positive number, we'd have to take the value of both the negative numbers here first, which is -22 plus -16. So you add those together. We have -38 plus 34, which is going to subtract then, which would give us -4 because 38 has a greater absolute value. And this one is just 11. If we look at another one, we could have something like 9 plus -18. -18 is larger, therefore it's going to be a negative answer, and then we just have 9 minus 18, 18 minus 9, which is -9. We could look at another one. How about this? -100 plus 50 minus 50. Well, it's plus a -50, sorry. Plus 60. Well, the 50 positive and the 50 negative cancel each other out. Therefore, we're left with a -100 plus 60, which is going to be -40 because 100 has a larger absolute value than 60. So let's investigate this using counters. So if we were to have +7 represented with yellow and -6 represented with odd, the positive and the negative would cancel each other out, which is the same as subtracting. So what's left? +1. Okay, +1. So the +1 tells us, or this one yellow counter tells us that our answer is 1. All right, now we have -4 plus +6, so these cancel each other out, and we're just left with +2. Isn't that neat? So you guys are going to try it out. Let's look at the problem. -7 plus -3. Same sign that we're adding. All right, how about this one? 6 plus 2. 6 plus -2. Please pause the video to complete these problems. 5 plus -3. And 5 plus -8. So once you're finished, you're going to unpause the video and you're going to check your work. So negative plus a negative, -10. Positive plus a positive, +8. Negative plus a -2, it's subtracting, so 6 minus 2 is +4. 8 minus 3 is +2. And 8 minus 5 is -3. All right, that's all I have for you today. You're going to complete the assignment and submit your answer through quizzes. Make sure you glue in your notes to your notebook or write them down, hand copy them into your notebook, either way. And have a great day.